This is CBN News. Russian forces embattled Seversk town as Ukraine troop withdraw. The Ukrainian military says its forces have withdrawn from the battle-scarred town of Seversk in the eastern Donetsk region after heavy fighting with Russian forces. In a statement on Telegram on Tuesday, Ukraine's general staff said that Russian troops had a significant advantage in manpower and equipment and had exerted constant pressure on the defending Ukrainian troops by staging small unit assaults in difficult weather conditions. Ukraine's decision to withdraw its forces was made to preserve the lives of our soldiers and the combat capability of the units, the general staff said. Heavy losses were inflicted on Russian forces before the order to retreat was given, and Seversk remains under the fire control of our troops, and enemy units are being blocked to prevent their further advance, the general staff added. Ukraine's deep state military monitoring site reported late on Tuesday that Russian forces had occupied Seversk as well as Herbovske, a village in Ukraine's Sumy region close to the border with Russia. Russian Lieutenant General Sergei Medvedev had told Russian President Vladimir Putin on December 11th that troops had taken Seversk, where fighting has been fierce in recent months, but Ukrainian officials denied the Russian reports at the time. Ukraine's military said at the time that Russian troops were taking advantage of unfavorable weather conditions to launch attacks, but were mostly being destroyed on the approaches. The Kyiv Independent news site said that, despite Seversk's modest size, it had a pre-war population of 10,000, and now just a few hundred civilians remain. The town was key to the defense of northern Donetsk. The town had helped shield the larger Sloviansk and Kramatorsk areas, the main bastions of Ukraine's so-called fortress belt, which Russia has been unable to conquer since the start of fighting, the Kyiv Independent said. Donetsk is one of 3 Ukrainian regions at the center of Russia's territorial demands, which are the stumbling blocks to reaching an agreement on a ceasefire. Ukraine's leaders have said they will not concede their country's territory taken during Moscow's invasion. CBN News report. Stay tuned. Russian forces had already seized an estimated 19% of Ukrainian territory as of early December, including Crimea, which Moscow annexed in 2014, all of the Luhansk region, and more than 80% of Donetsk, according to the Reuters news agency. Russian forces also control about 75% of the Kherson and Zaporizhia regions, and small parts of the Kharkiv, Sumy, Mykolaiv, and Dnipropetrovsk regions, according to Reuters. A 28-point peace plan first put forward by the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump last month says that a negotiated settlement would see Crimea, Luhansk, and Donetsk recognized as de facto Russian, including by the U.S. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky recently said that the United States is pushing for Ukraine to withdraw its forces from the Donetsk region to establish a free economic zone in the area, which he said the Russian side is referring to as a demilitarized zone. The latest setback for Kyiv on the battlefield came as Zelensky said on Tuesday that Russian forces had launched another massive attack on Ukraine on Monday night, killing at least 3 people, including a 4-year-old girl, across 13 regions targeted with drones and missiles. In Russia, Ukrainian drone attacks killed 4 people in the Belgorod region over the past 2 days, local officials said. Pope Leo expressed disappointment on Tuesday that Russia had apparently refused to agree to a ceasefire on December 25th, the date many Christians celebrate Christmas. Maybe they will listen to us, and there will be at least 24 hours, a day of peace, across the world, he said. This is CBN News Report, bringing you the latest world news update. Thank you for watching.